Okay, and we're live. Fancy, fancy. Messed the music a bit. Um, how was the audio? How was the audio, Daddy-O? Alright. I guess we shouldn't wait around forever. I think it started here in a second. Hi, Sue. Oh my goodness. Yes, it is I, DJ Cat from YouTube.com. Oh, Jesus. So we're back with Molly Splash from last time. I haven't touched it. I haven't even looked at this since the last time we did it. About, I think it's been a week at this point. Yeah. I said I was going to do some adjustments off stream, but I just didn't, because I was lazy, and I started working on other things instead. Yeah. Last stream, we worked on Molly's splash art, updating it. We're gonna continue that today. Dun 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 dun. Alright. Anyways. Drawing time. Alright. Yeah. And last stream I answered questions people had. So if you got any questions, go ahead and leave them and I'll tab out and see them. One. Drawing. So let's see. Let's turn all this off. There. I've always liked the way I've decided to do Molly's like pigtails just because I think it's unique. Inspired the color palette to the Dead End cast. Well, that's an interesting story actually, because Phoenix, who helps out with writing, if you don't know who he is, he does a lot of basically just goes through my scripts when I write them and then edits them for me, tells me what works and what doesn't. He actually helped me with a lot of the color palettes. I think he did all the color palettes except for Ellis, Penelope, Nate, Ryu, and Jane. Those are the ones I did, and all the others he did. Basically, I think what his or how he went about doing those color palettes was he just went to like different sites and was like, all right, the main color I want to choose is like green, and then he went and found like a green he wanted, or like in Molly's case was a green, and then got a color palette that worked for it. For me, when I was doing the color palettes, let's see. Well, Jane was color palettes kind of directly inspired from another character who was Yuta Gamon from Occultic 9, because he has a similar like big coat that covers like the majority of his design. And I basically just took that same like yellow, because I like the yellow that they used in that design, and I used it for Jane's. The others I just kind of, I don't know. It sounds bad to say I winged it, but I was just like, I guess the best way to put it is I got one main color, and then I decided which colors I liked more. Oh my god, it's I mean Loon back to bully me. Kendrick? What? I don't get the reference. If you're talking about the music, I just have a lo-fi playlist in the back looping, and I don't know what's going on. Well, it's not looping, it's like a radio thing. Because that's easy, because I don't have to think. God, one downside to streaming is that if I don't keep my glasses off, the camera can't track my face, so I'm doing this all without my glasses, which is kind of painful. Oh god, I must squint. Shh, no, Loon, it's fine. I did get you mixed up for like half a second because I saw what you typed, and then I saw Sue's name, and then I was like, oh, Sue's here to bully me, and I'm like, wait, this is incorrect. Oh my god. Oh boy, let's see. Okay. Blending colors. Tricky part. Oh goodness. This is the part where I realize I don't know what to talk about. I guess I could just talk about my painting process when it comes to splash arts. Basically, it's pretty simple for me. I know a lot of people, when they do splash arts, they like to start with the black and white first. To be honest, I don't know how people do that. It's really tricky for me to just go straight from like a values to adding colors, because when you just start with values, you actually have to think about the colors while you're drawing. So it's very tricky, which is why I prefer just doing colors right out the gate. Usually I just mix black and my like normal shading color that I use for the sprites into the into whatever I'm drawing, and then I just keep refining it until it looks good. And eventually you get something that you like. What is going on with my brush? Okay. Let's see. I think another reason why, like, I talked about this a bit last stream when it comes to splash arts, that I'm kind of slow, or just I'm not used to how much time it takes. Let me adjust. I'm sitting. Okay. I'm not used to how long it takes just because I prefer working on sprites. I'm the type of person that I don't really like focusing so long on rendering, and that's kind of what splash arts forced me to do, was just spend a crud ton of time rendering, and I get really antsy doing it because I prefer just working on, like, how do I put this? When it comes to drawing, I prefer working on like the poses and getting like the interesting, like making the overall composition look interesting over zoning out and like just rendering stuff. Because there are a lot of artists that like rendering is like their go-to thing, so they basically just get like whatever basics they need to of the form down so they can just go straight into rendering. And I'm kind of the opposite, where I like to take a lot of time on the form and I don't take as much time on the rendering. That's probably why my usual style is so cartoony and focuses a lot on cell shading and flat colors. I've been focusing a little bit on trying to get texture into my normal style, but I don't put too much in because I don't want it to overpower the simplicity. You have to find a good balance between simplistic stuff and complexity. I'm glad you found this, Hero Noodle. I'm glad you enjoyed what you've seen so far. Texture is for nerds. Texture is for nerds. It's so... Texture is one of those things that you don't really think about it when you're drawing, but it can add a lot when you're finally... It's like a good finishing touch kind of thing, is how I see texture. It's like that last step in a drawing. Alright. One pigtail down. Now to add the cookie. Okay, there we go. Brighten it up a bit. Yeah, textures are interesting just because this is like a good thing to talk about, just because it's something people don't really think about when they're drawing or when they start out drawing, because it's like, again, it's one of those last minute things that's really easy to just kind of skip over. But it can add a lot of what's the best way to put it? It can make it feel make something feel a lot more professional if you add texture to it. And when I mean texture, it doesn't mean like, it doesn't have to be like something super fancy or like, oh, you render out this leather jacket to look like extremely like leather or anything. It doesn't have to be anything over the top like that. Like with my style, when I do texture, I just add a screen tone, which for those of you who don't know, screen tone is basically just a fancy way to say it's like a brush that creates little dots. I can't do it here because Paint OSI doesn't have a screen tone function, and I always do the screen tones through Clip Studio Paint. But yeah. Basically, just texture doesn't mean it needs to be complicated. It just is there to add little oomph and like help the viewer understand what they're looking at. All right. You know, it was before I started the stream. I'm yawning because I just woke up. Because I was like, I'm gonna take like a quick nap for a stream. Just power nap. So, I'm not tired. Of course, right after waking up, I'm like, oh god. I just want to go back to bed. But I was smart and I set up all the stream stuff beforehand, so when I got to my computer, all I had to do was click like 3 buttons and I was live, and I was like, oh, that's easy. That's an easy way to trick yourself into being productive. Just make it really, really easy to start when you get back to your desk. Oh yeah, realism relies a lot on texture, because realism is a lot of rendering, just because you have to focus on making sure each different... I don't want to use the word texture again, but I guess I have to. Each different texture, each different, like, thing, like your clothes are going to render differently than your skin or your hair. It's kind of obvious, but it's like, in a more cartoony style, you don't really think about it. Because, like just seeing in the sprite here. I use the same shading style for the hair, clothes, skin, everything. Realism, nah. It doesn't work like that. Hmm. Okay. I think we're done with the head for now, which means we can move on to the body. Trace the skin. Let's detail this a bit. I say we're done with the head, and then I go back to adjust things, which is how I am. There. There we go. Easy peasy. Oh my god, it's the Seth Raffield. It's the guy from the... What is that really famous audio of yours now? The Hungmumagungulungungula... I can't even say it. Oh my god. Ooh, acrylic paints. Oh, I suck. Thing is, anything that isn't digital, I'm absolutely horrible at. Because I don't know what it is with me and traditional stuff, but my brain just shuts off and it's like, nope, shutting down. Oh my god, Seth. Yes, I have noticed you. You're you can finally rest now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. Oof. The one time I tried acrylic paints, everything just kept drying out on me, and I was like, what am I doing wrong? And it was like, it's not like, oh, you put them back wrong, and they were like, and now they're ruined. No, this was like the first time I used them, and I was like, nope, everything is dry, and I'm like, what's happening? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. Maybe I'll try real paint some other time, or again someday. But for now, I'm good with digital. If I ever did try paints again, I'd probably go with watercolor, just because I don't know. Out of the times I did try paint, I've had better luck controlling watercolor than acrylic, which is kind of interesting. It's usually the other way around, I think, or I assume, because watercolor's a bit more chaotic. I think another thing about painting that always throws me off is it's a lot of layering. And with digital art and digital painting, you don't really have to worry about that. You just kind of use the color you want to use, and then it shows up, instead of being like, alright, I need to use really light versions of the color I want 20 times, and then it'll eventually show up. Don't lick paints. Loon, even if you want to lick paints, you shouldn't, because Uh, fun fact. I'm not sure about acrylics, but I know oils are poisonous, so you definitely should not. Fun fact. Paints are poisonous. Don't lick them. Realism painting. Oh my god, oops. Uh... Oh yeah, realism. Bob Ross... Dude, Bob Ross is wild. That man can, like... He could, like, put out, like, a... Just, like, a crazy-ass good painting in, like, literally 3 seconds. And he's just like, yes, this is easy. Watch me whip out a painting in, like, 20 minutes. That would take you, like, 3 hours. And I'm like, ugh. Okay. Guess I'll die. Oh my goodness. Kind of rendering this similar to how I rendered the stripes on Jane's jacket, which is interesting. Makes them look like they're from the same material because texture. Aha, we've gone full circle. Oh my goodness. Oh god. Alright. Circle life. Oh boy, back pain returns because I'm sitting sitting normally instead of crouching. Oh, that's good. Hopefully I can stream longer than yesterday, or yesterday, the last time I streamed, because I started earlier. See how it goes. Build up some endurance. My streaming endurance. Then maybe I can stream as long as freaking get where you can stream like for 5 hours, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. I can't even sit for 5 hours without losing it. Oh god. Oh god. Don't cut anyone in half, please. That sounds dangerous. Unless you're a magician. Right. Okay. That looks good. What if I darken that a bit so I can actually see? Okay. So we take this. Ugh. And now for rest of neck. What if I just made this go in just a bit? There. Okay. Darker. Oh, just do something. This. Oops. Switch to the right brush because I am a big nerd. I forgot to. Oh my god, so many Himikos. Why are you all Himiko? Oh my god. Everyone's Himiko here because we're all tired and just... We're all Himiko kinnies now. Oh my god. Okay. Oops. That should be good. Oh god. Yeah, I don't get good sleep either because, well, as you can see by my streaming schedule, I stay up way too late for my own good. I think the last time I streamed, I ended at like 1 for me. What time's it now? It's like 11 right now. Probably gonna end at a similar time because I have no concept of a good sleep schedule. Rip me. Alright. Well, your neck is in a very interesting position. It's like this. It's because your head is tilted, which is throwing me off. Oh my god. Oof. Oh, short. I envy you. I'm 5'11". If you're short, you have a good, what is it? Blood circulation? So my feet get cold all the time because I'm taller. I do use a drawing pad. I'm currently using a Huion screen tablet. Huion is like my go-to for drawing tablets and such. Drawing tablets just make everything so much easier, so when I could, I upgraded to one as soon as I could. Although I used, I didn't go straight for a screen tablet. I went for something a lot more, a lot smaller in the beginning. It was like a $20 small thing. It was like, I don't know, maybe size of my stretched hand. Like if I stretched all my fingers out, that's probably as big as it was. Oh my god. Y'all need blankets. Get blankets for your cold feet. go. Oof. But blankets just suck. You're getting too... What's the word? You're getting too existential on me. But blankets are just sucks. Oh my god. Let me... Okay. Lean back a bit in my chair. Let me use my chair how I'm supposed to use my chair. Let's see. All right, let us start on the jacket. Jacket around here. Ooh, alrighty. Whoops. Wait, what? That's not right. It should be more like this. Yes, that's right. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. The struggle of trying to figure out this angle. It's tricky because her head is facing forward, but it's because it's tilted. The whole body is tilted. Deceptively simple. Something like there. Honestly, this might look better if I just shift everything down a bit. Of course, I gotta move all this stuff too. There we go. Oh, goodness. I'm lost. I don't know. My own multiple layer has lost me. I'll just adjust it manually. There we go. Oh my goodness. Oh. Hello, Ben. Yes, I'm trying to stream. I'm stealing your thing. I'm the streamer now. Oh my goodness. Of course, my back is out within 15 minutes of streaming, so it's like, great. Off to a good start. Game of Monopoly. Alright. Well, good night, vintage artist. Hope you sleep better. Naturally, we now have to duel in Monopoly while streaming. Fuck it, I'd be down. I have no idea how the fuck to stream games, but I could probably figure it out. Let's see what the fuck happens. No, it's not. It just looks like the same color. It would be like, does her jacket have the same color as her skin? That would be interesting. Oh my god. All this Lolly Monopoly, all the spaces are go to jail. That sounds incredibly accurate. Oh dear. God damn it. Oh Jesus. But yeah, we could probably find something for Monopoly. Honestly, there's probably something on Steam that's just straight up Monopoly. Is there a Monopoly port to Switch? Or Switch? I mean Steam? Give me my PC Monopoly port. God. Online Monopoly. Where's my competitive Monopoly? I need it. Oh my god. You know, I say that as a joke, but competitive Monopoly is probably a thing now that I think about it. Oh my god, competitive Monopoly. Ultimate competitive Monopoly player. Add that to your Fangan. There's Roblox Monopoly. Oh god. 1v1 me in Roblox Monopoly. Oh jeez. What is this random dot? Is that supposed to be the little cookie design on her jacket? Why did I just put this dot? I was lazy. Now I must pay for my mistakes. I pay for my crimes. Oh my god, Ultimate Monopoly player with a top hat and a monocle sounds amazing. Ultimate Monopoly player. Oh my god. That would be really funny. Next stream, design the Ultimate Monopoly player. It's just Mr. Monopoly. Just don't even try to hide it. Does that guy have an actual name, or is his name just Mr. Monopoly? The, like, dude in the top hat. I must know. Hang on. Let me reset my camera. Because I moved the camera. Okay. Rich Uncle Pennybags. That is way less iconic than just Mr. Monopoly. Like, let's be real, Mr. Monopoly is 10 times better of a name than Rich Uncle Pennybags. Pennypegs? Ah, yes. I love Uncle Pennypegs. I just imagine a guy with 2 peg legs, and at the bottom of each peg leg is a penny. It's so fucking dumb. God, now I'm gonna have a fucking penny leg stuck in my head now. The game was made in the 1930s. Alright, you've got me there. Maybe the name was more more funny in the 1930s. That does sound like a 1930s name the more I think about it now. Alright. Alright, checkmate time. You win this round. Next time you won't be so lucky. Give me the color. Give it to me. Oh, jeez. Slow and steady wins the race. Want to see a dumb trick to get some easy contrast with this drawing? Basically, select the piece you were just doing. This only works if you're using like a softer brush, like a brush or a watercolor brush. But if you take this, you copy it, and you paste it, you get the edges get a lot darker. It becomes a lot easier to see. Everything pops. It's also a good way to double check that everything is filled in and you didn't forget anything. Whew. Hmm.
But you can't tell me what it feels like to wake up next to a woman and feel truly happy. Knowing someone that could level you with her eyes. You don't know about real loss. Because it only occurs when you love something more than you love yourself. I doubt you'd ever dare to love anybody that much.
Oh my god, yep. This part for the course, learning about Mr. Monopoly's true identity. Oh my god. Come on, brain. We solve a lot of mysteries here. That's what we do. People give me mysteries, and I solve them. Master detective.
You never looked at a woman who'd been totally vulnerable.
I am forcing you all to bend to my Monopoly will. I've got Loon drawing the Monopoly player. Streaming was just all an elaborate ruse to get people to play Monopoly with me. Because no one I live with wants to play Monopoly because it takes frickin' 3 hours to play one game. Which honestly, fair. Uh... Need some darker colors. Need some more contrast. This is the reason I'm redoing them in the first place. Can't leave out the contrast. Alright, there we go. Oh my god, you know, if I had to choose between 3 rounds of Monster Prom and 1 game of Monopoly, I'd honestly choose Monster Prom. Oh, Monster Prom is so good. I haven't played it in forever, though. I like... The last time I messed around with Monster Prom is when I was just making a Monster Prom... Just made a mod for, like... Just, honestly, just to test out the mod program. Just be like, let's see how in-depth this is. Let's see how much I can screw around with it. And it's honestly, like, crazy in-depth. Like, you can make characters and, like, items and say, like, oh, this item only shows up if you've done this, or like this, and it's like, what the fuck? You could just literally make... just make, like, a whole another-ass game inside this mod program. You can even do custom voice lines too. Wild. We do need to play sometime. Yeah, we tried playing that once, but then, like, everyone was just like, actually, it's 3 in the morning and we're all tired. And we just all went to bed instead. Oh my god. There we go. And add the little cookie pieces. Nice. Now to add the shine layer, which is another thing I didn't do when I was originally drawing these. And the shines add so much. Remember, kids, always remember your shine layer for that extra contrast. modify. There we go. There. There we go. Alright, back to this. Hi, Chris. Don't know who I just said hi to, but I said hi to you. Oh my god, that's true. Oh my god. Yeah, honestly, voice acting the characters in Monster Prom is honestly half of the fun. So it is true that keeping everything muted is kind of just it makes everything easier. Yeah. Granted, I usually don't play with it muted just because the voice lines are usually pretty quick. It's like, I mean, I guess there's one or two that it's like kind of long. Like, I know Damien has that one where he like yells, but other than that, all the others I can think of off the top of my head are pretty much like just like a quick like ugh or something lasts like half a second. That, and I always just forget to turn it off. Oops, forgetful. This is why I need a to-do list. Alrighty. Okay. Oh god. Hello. I don't have a TikTok. Mainly because I don't use my phone that often, and my camera is actually garbage on my phone. Yeah, the struggle of being friends with a bunch of voice actors is they all just want to do the voices for everything. But it's fun because I get dragged into it and it's good practice for me too, because I want to learn how to voice act. Oh my goodness. Become the ultimate jack of all trades. Didn't mean to say ultimate in the way of Danganronpa. I literally just meant I just meant it as like, oh my god, become a jack of all trades. Alright, look at the next part of the jacket. Let me just check how... I might add some more contrast. Whoops. This one. Because I want everything to stand out as much as possible. I don't want to end up redoing these for a third time. Ugh. Yeah. Danganronpa has ruined the word ultimate for me because now I can only think of it in that context. Uh. Oh god, voice acting Toad. Look, voice acting Toad is powerful. If you can voice act Toad, like nobody can stop you. Jeez. Let me get some water. Let me tilt my head over. I wonder if that broke the model. Well. Jeez. All right. Okay, here we go. All right. Contrast achieved. All right, back to this. Back to doing the other side of the coot. Alright, let's see. Color. Color. It's wild to you knowing that someone is bound to grow up hearing your voice at some point. That is interesting. That people, like, can find your work when they're young and then, like, get inspired. Oh god. That'll be weird in 10 years. People will be like, yes, I saw Dead End as a thing and it's, like, inspired me. And I'm like, even now, I get people who are like, yeah, Dead End inspired me to try my own Fangan and do stuff. And I'm like, oh god. What have I done? I've put people on the path of making Fangans, which is hell. A hell that I repeatedly subject myself to for some reason. But nah. I have fun doing Fangan stuff, it's just a lot of work. Oh god. No, jeez. Stretch regularly. Something I'm learning is that if I stretch regularly while I'm streaming, my back doesn't hurt as much. Give me a mid-color. Give me a good mid-tone. that. Do this. Cat. Do I have a cat? Uh, I don't have a cat. I am the cat. Has your mind been blown? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look back to the other angry characters. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird learning that you've influenced people's lives with the stuff you've created, and you're just like, whoa, I did that? It's like, even if you create stuff with the intention of impacting people's lives, it's still wild to hear about it because there's always that disconnect from creator to fan, I feel like, where like you just kind of put out the content, especially on like with digital stuff like this, where you put out the content and you see the likes and you see the comments, but it's not like a one-on-one interaction with a person. It's just kind of like, I don't know. You can probably get what I mean. It feels more real when you sit down with someone and they're like, this is how you've affected my life positively and made me like have motivated me. And when you hear that like straight from somebody, you're like, oh god. It's like really rewarding to hear that, but also it's kind of like panic. Because they're like, now I got stuff to live up to. People think I'm cool. Now I want to be cool. It's like, shit, what if they figure out I'm not actually cool? Oh my god. Aw, kid hugging you after a show because you were a favorite. Aw. I do miss acting in person. I haven't done it since like high school. I used to do a lot of stuff like that. I think one of my favorite moments from that was I guess this goes into like a little bit of a bigger thing, but there was this like kind of like superstition with me being understudies for people, because if I understudied for somebody, it long story short, I would have to do the role because something would happen. It varied what would happen, but something would happen. The first time someone got like a horrible stomach bug, second time someone broke their leg, and it was like, it never ends well. And I think one of my favorite moments was having to play the part that I was understudying for, but having to play it without having done any of the stage direction before, because I was the understudy and they just hadn't done that yet, or hadn't done that. The one time I was like supposed to do the stage direction, I was like, I can't be there. And they're like, well, that's fine, you're just the understudy. And then the curse happened and I had to go on stage. But so I had to go on stage, and just from like watching the other the main person do the role, I had like just kind of osmosis enough of the stage direction I could kind of fudge it. And my favorite moment was like getting down, like finishing, everyone being like you did a good job, and being like, you were amazing. It's like, can't believe you did that without any of the stage direction. I was like, praise dies from praise. I don't know. I think that's one of the reasons I also want to get into voice acting, just so I can do acting again. art is good. Any art is good, whether it's acting or drawing or singing. Acting is fun. Oh my god. Dog rocket scientist pilot. Interesting. It's a very interesting hyperfixation. It falls flat on your ass. I have not heard that story. Although I have a similar story you remind me of, where we were doing 13 for it was my senior play we were doing in high school, or musical, and there's a scene in 13 where we have to throw popcorn at the main characters. So when we were practicing, we were just like, oh, just don't throw too much popcorn, just throw a little so we can like clean it for the stage, like clean the stage easily. But like during the performance, you can like just chuck the popcorn, just like demolish the stage of popcorn. So the actual day of the performance comes, and we do this. Fun fact, popcorn with butter is very slippery. So everybody who had to, it was like a scene where everyone has to like run off the stage, or like all the main characters, and they all just fucking ate it. And it was like, oh no. Because they weren't used to running on the slippery stage just from that. Oh my god. It was like simultaneously funny and also like shocking, because like looking in on it, it was supposed to be kind of a humorous scene anyways, so everyone just eating it kind of worked, but also knowing on stage that like they weren't supposed to eat it, and you're being like, ooh, I hope everyone's okay, but this is also really funny and I have to stay in character. It's one of those moments. Oh my god. That's always the most awkward moments, where like something goes wrong in a play and you're just like, must stay in character. Must not reveal jig is up. Oh my god. That one time. Me remembering that one time in a play where we had to completely improvise an entire act because of how far off script we had gotten. That was wild. We'll talk about that if interested. You changed the dance last minute. So you had no time to learn it. I feel like I've had something like that. Oh. One of my castmates shoved an entire cucumber sandwich wedge into their mouth at once during a very serious scene, and you literally died on stage. Oh god. Loon, something similar to your story. It was during a dance number, and the thing was I was supposed to jump on the stage and slide, and I ended up, while I was sliding, my like pants caught on something and they just ripped. And it was like so like one pant leg just like ripped, like almost came off, and I was just like, well, I'm just gonna dance with this and see what happens. So I just kind of had to be like casual, like, everyone just ignore this pant leg. It's very funny. Among Us? I have played Among Us. I think I have like 20 hours logged on Steam. Oh my god. Oh my god, thanks. Thank you for the compliments on the model. I rigged it myself. It's a little bit of pain to figure out how this works, even if it's a simple model, but I enjoy my boy. Yeah. Also, I didn't have a replacement, so I just had ripped pant leg for the rest of the performance. Luckily, it was like we were already halfway through. Gaming Phoenix could never. Oh my god. Alright. Now that we're talking about plays, and I brought it up, I need to bring up, or we need to talk about what had quickly became a meme in my high school, which was just simply known as Act 3. So, during it was sophomore year of high school, we did The Crucible for the play. And for those of you who don't know, The Crucible is about the Salem witch trials. and like how those went down, and like how kind of paranoia overtakes people and they kind of lose their, I don't know, higher thinking, and it basically just like watches everything devolves and this town goes to shit. Um, but the actor who was playing, what was his name? Danforth? I think it was Danforth. He's like the big wig, the head judge during the Salem witch trials. Um, he, for the life of him, for the life of him, he could not remember his lines. And to his credit, I like the guy, and a lot of his lines were like very samey, huge monologue chunks. So, yes, it was hard to memorize, but also, after the like 3 months we had been doing it, he should have known all his lines, but he didn't. So, this is where we start going into the Act 3 territory, because Act 3 was his worst, like, act. So, we get to Act 3. Everything is going smoothly. I'm in this act. I actually start this act. Everything opens. Everyone's doing good. And then he shows up, and he starts monologuing. Doing good, doing good. And then, he... as he was talking during one of his monologues, I realized he mixed one of them up. And that wouldn't have been like a big deal. The thing is, at the end of this monologue, he sends a character off stage. So he does that. And then I realized, I'm like, wait. We just skipped like an entire section, so that like sending that character off stage makes no sense. And I don't know if he like realized this, or like this was just an accident, but what he ended up doing was going back to the monologue he was supposed to say originally when he was supposed to speak again. And it wasn't too bad because they're kind of samey. Again, I said this character's kind of like samey dialogue. He's kind of saying the same thing, but this is where it gets really bad. During this monologue, he accuses one of the characters of witchcraft, and the character that he had sent off stage is supposed to defend her, but because they were off stage, they couldn't defend her. So this girl had to like improvise just like an entire ass monologue on the spot, just being like, fuck, how do I do this? And she like nailed it. Like she like got it, which was astounding. Like if you just like listen to it without knowing the play to begin with, it sounded totally normal, and I'm just sitting there in the back because my character's still on stage for this entire thing, just like sweating bullets, like holy shit. Because I couldn't like intervene or anything because my character's like not supposed to talk at the moment. I'm just like, so I think the other character that like got sent off stage just like makes an excuse and just comes back, and it's just like, I'm back because reasons, and we were like, sure, fuck it, come back, you should be here. And yes, that was like a full queen moment. And let's see, it gets worse. God, what happened next? I don't remember. That whole scene is just such a blur to me because it was so stressful. But the next part that I remember was, again, it has to do with like him accusing characters and stuff. He was supposed to like tell one of the characters to be like, she's, I don't know, what is it? She can perceive witchcraft or whatever. She's like possessed by the devil, or like she's possessed by your witchcraft or something. So he like says that to the girl or like whatever. It's like blah 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 blah. And as he's like accusing the girl of witchcraft, he just totally fucking blanks. Like you could just tell on his face, he's just like, fuck, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be accusing her of. luckily, at this point, I'm playing the other judge in the scene. I'm kind of supposed to be like his wingman, and I actually knew the lines and what he was supposed to be accusing her of. So I just like calmly like tapped him on the shoulder and it was just like, let me, what did I say? It was something like, let me continue the um I don't know, interrogation from here or whatever. And he was just kind of like, you could see just like the relief wash over him. And he just kind of like slowly nods at me and he's like, very well. And I was like, all right, let me just try to remember my lines and this other guy's lines and to just be him for the rest of the scene while I'm also being myself. So that was incredibly nerve-wracking. Uh, Fucking somehow I got through it. And I was just like, by the end of that, like when the curtain closed, like literally everyone just kind of dropped to their feet and was just like, holy shit, we got through that. Like we were all just like, every one of us was just like, this is over. Every time we fucked up, we're just like, it's over. But for some reason, we just kept going. And by the end of it, like, the only people that actually noticed a difference by the end of it were the English teachers because they had read the play and they were like, yeah, you kind of went off script, but like, you got the main gist of the plot. And we were all like, do you know how fucking far off we got? It was so. We were like, we were so far off at one point where it was just like, at one point we were just like, yeah, there's just a solid 10 minutes where we were just making shit up. And we were like, oh god, please, please, please someone say a line that's on script. Takes different meaning, yeah. Each show, even if it's like performed by the same people, each show will be different just because of where fuck-ups are, or just little things you might change in your acting because you just did on the fly. Or like, acting is wild, man. That's all I can say. Just, like, all the shit can go wrong, no matter how much you plan. You just have to expect everything to go wrong. Murphy's Law. Everything can and will go wrong. Oh, God. Kid show version of the Odyssey. We used razor scooters as boats. There were 4 of us on stage at once. Shoe came off. Backstage. Right as we went, and my foot got run over thrice. Oh no. Oh, that's painful. Ooh. Oh, that hurts. What am I... That reminds me of something. I feel like... Oh, it wasn't a play I was in, but it was it was a meme where it was a play of Wizard of Oz, and this they had a real dog for Toto, and so Dorothy just lets Toto down, and she's like, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Like puts him down. The dog just like makes a beeline like in a direction, and he just like falls off the stage, and it's I hate that I'm laughing, but it's so funny just hearing the dog just like plop on the stage, and you're like, oh no. Oh yeah, stage fright is one of those things like I don't think I will ever fully get over. Yeah, it was just like a thud. But yeah, stage fright I don't think I will fully ever get over. I think it's one of those things you just kind of accept is a thing when you act. It does get better the more you try it, but I also understand acting's not for everyone. I have a lot of fun doing it. I would recommend it to anyone who would want to give it a try. Like, try local theater, or like if you're still in school, try your school plays. But like, you know, just try it out. See what happens. Oh my god. I'm sure you'll find, like, even if you're like not the main role, you'll usually find a role that's like that'll sit with you, or you could just like We had... Oh my god. Oh my god. I wish stage fright disappeared for me when I got in character. It... I'm not that lucky. So we had a scene in Cabaret where Chorus comes out of a room with one of the other characters in a robe. They had an orgy, and one of the pit band people came out too. He improvised line where you could hear her whisper into the mic, "Mike, get back in the band. What are you doing up here?" That's really good. Uh, that's really funny. Mm. Going back to like roles that you just kind of like jive with, or just like having fun on stage. I had this role where we were doing Alice in Wonderland, and I was supposed to be the frog butler, and like the frog butler's lines are pretty generic, just like, yes, I am butler or whatever. So just to like have some fun with the character, I made him like I made the character just like super like depressed and dejected. So like to get this guy's attention, you just had to like anytime any of the characters wanted to talk to me, I like waited for them to like say my name like 3 times, and I just could like literally half that play was just me staring off into like at space into like a different direction, just kind of like just like sad. And it was honestly one of the funnest I've ever had, just being on stage. Even though it was a bit part and I only showed up for like 2 scenes, I just had so much fun just fucking messing with all the characters. I will stand by the fact that bit characters are honestly some of the funnest parts to play, because there's so much wiggle room. They'll just be like, let's see what the fuck I can do this time. Not to mention it's really easy to memorize your lines. Haha. My goodness. Plays, man. Just plays. Alright. Oop. Ooh. God, I'm talkative. Oh, I was really talkative for a second there. Oh my goodness. Time to go back to pretending to sleep. I mean, my model's eyes are closed half the time, so you probably fool some people into thinking I'm sleeping. Oh my god, vibing with a prop. Vibing with a prop can be dangerous. Just because you get so into it, and you're just like, oh fuck, right. The scene. There's other things in this prop I'm staring at. Oh god. Oof. Landing landing on an umbrella. The another scene. If you know what I'm referencing, you know what I'm referencing. Let's see. Sword fights with umbrellas and parasols. Yeah, that tracks. That tracks. Let's see. Okay, let's see. There. Oh, Jesus. What? I'm trying to process the frickin' Night Before Christmas thing you sent. My brain is like, what? Oh my god, Dick Dastardly vibes sound amazing. Oh my, you have to spray the audience with a water gun? That sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. Oh, that's terrifying to think of. Dear. Okay, let's see. Do. Oh god. Please let me blend how I want to. Alright, fuck it, I guess we're doing it like that then. It's fine. Still looks good. An actor with a water gun or you with a water gun? You with a water gun. I feel like... Oh god. He just emits terrifying water gun energy. I don't know why, but I imagine Ben would be the type to like track me down and like before we even talked, or like before he talked to me for the first time in real life, he would just squirt me with a water gun and be like, hey. I'm like, yeah, this tracks. Oh, Jesus. Eh, eh, eh. There we go. Okay. Water gun war. DJs of the Tolunas. Oh my god. I look forward to you showing up with water guns at my house. Oh, give it like a month so I don't expect it. You have to wait. Bide your time. The perfect moment to strike. Oof. I'm overheating because I have a hoodie on. There. DJ Chaos, there is super noises. Oh god. I am one with chickens. Uh. That's not... Well, I guess that's fine. Actually, what's this? Magic. Alright, now what? I should probably render out this part of the coat, actually, because I bet I'm gonna be able to see it when I redo the hand. Plus, it's just better to be safe than sorry. Alright, yeah, that should be good. Just make this darker. Actually, where does the hand start? Oh, there's like a whole other joint. Wow, there are 4 fingers? There are 4 tubes on your hands. Well, technically 5. But 4 tubes on one side and 1 tube on the other. Yeah. Honestly, it is entertaining to just watch people who are excited about what they're talking about, even if you don't know what it is. It's like, that's why I don't feel super bad talking about Chaos Slayer and Rionia while streaming, or like even while you're streaming, because I'm like, well, it's probably fine. Oh, Rose. Plus, if you did have a problem with it, you'd tell us and be like, no. Stops. Alright. Okay. Just connect all of this. Magic. Yeah, that should be good. Let's do the bottom of the jacket now. Okay. Whew. All right, let's see. How does this work? Where do I put the boob? Yeah, that looks good. This, that brown. There. Okay. How long have we been streaming? About 2 hours? Almost 2 hours. Alright. I'll probably go to 1 so I can get 3 hours. I'm gonna try to stream a little longer each time so I can build endurance to doing this stuff. So it'll get less nerve-wracking each time and I'll get better at it each time. That's how it works, right? Alright. Where... Let's see. Something like this. Quickly roughen the shape I want for this part of the body. Just looks like a bunch of random squiggles for now, but that's fine. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see how this goes. All right, lock in those colors. Boop, boop. There we go with the shade color. Kind of looks like a spider almost. This is always the weird part. Because it looks really gross. It does not look good at all, but hopefully when I render it, it will look better. Oh my god, do it. Get random not safe for work people invested in chaos theory and see what happens. Popularity poll. Which characters would you bang? Oh god. Let me get some water or I die. Oh yeah. Is your friend that you were gonna have app to Chaos Theory? Oh, is that the one you were gonna have app for season 3? Or is that someone else? Oh, I see. That's a friend you've known for years. Years. If you can get 10 people into Chaos Theory, we'll draw it. Snowball City, not clickbait. You met them on Wizard 101. Oh my god, dude. That's like... That brings back some memories. Did you know that Wizard 101 is on Steam? I didn't know that. I was like just browsing through Steam and I saw it and I was like, what? Tempted to like download it and see if I can find my old save. Oh jeez. That save is so old. I wouldn't even know where to begin looking for it. You love the launcher for nostalgia. That's valid, honestly. I understand. Steam sale 2K. Borderlands collection is 92% off. Oh shit, that's a lot. Wizard 101 is interesting. I have a love-hate relationship with Wizard 101. It's mainly because I mained a Myth Wizard, and Wizards are probably the worst class, not gonna lie. Normally $230. Oh god. Yeah, that's a deal. Yeah. Myth, for all of you not in the know for Wizard 101, basically the classes are like set up so that some of them have really high like a hit rate, really high hit rate and like lower damage, or really low hit rate and like higher damage. And Myth is like directly in the middle. And because of that, it doesn't get like any special perks. It's just like, oh yeah, it's just directly in the middle. So they're like, it's fine. It's the best of both worlds, so it doesn't get any special perks. And then also, all of the big name spells when I was still playing, they might have changed this, but Myth hadn't gotten like a AoE spell for like 20 plus levels, and it's like, why? Minions, which is, yeah. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, because in late game you have a full party anyway, so it's just like, what the fuck is even up with this? So, so in the end I just bought a one of those medallions that just gives you the ability to just like act like you're from a different house. So I just bought a life one, and I was like, cool, I'm a healer now. Yeah, they can get rid of buffs pretty well, but it's like, I don't know, man. Balance can also do that to an extent, and they also are way better at doing like multiple, like different damages. How brain work? Different element damages. God. Here we are, ranting about Wizard 101. Welcome to this my art stream where I rant about Wizard 101. God damn it, now I want to play Wizard 101. This is what you've done to me. Yeah, exactly. You can't kill the enemy. It's like, well... like, it's like, nice. This enemy has no buffs now. Now I can do 0 damage. It's like, dies. Right. I've blocked in all the colors. I can now go in and actually start blending stuff. Let's blend the black in first. Then we can go back in with the mid-tone and sort things out. How far? Well, the majority of this is going to get covered by the arm. Interesting. Good to know, good to know. That's fine. Still want this to look good, so... I'm doing a little extra work to make sure this looks nice. Isn't too bad. Not a bad deal. Right. Oh my god. Oh my god. A new character, get 3 friends, and stream it. Oh my god. Oh, the test thing, yeah. Yeah, the first time I did it, I got Myth, obviously, because that's what I mained. Wizard 101 was a lot of grinding. It's an MMO, so it's a lot of grinding. But the second time I took it, I got Life when I was older, more recently, because I first took the test when I was like, what, 10? Good God. Oh, I have memories of playing that in middle school. Jesus. That game is old. Oh my goodness. Oops. Alright. Oh yeah, that's true. If you do all the like the side worlds and stuff, um, you'll get pretty good at like being. You will get overleveled. Granted, back when I played, none of the side worlds existed except for the bear one, and only like half of the bear one was out. Because like I know there's like a lower level section and a higher level section. Oh god, only unlock spells and mechanics. Oof. Back to grinding. Back to the ye olde days where you grinded. I'm getting so many flashbacks to like because of the Wizard 101 talk to like cringy 12-year-old Skype calls with my friends. Oh my goodness. Why? Block these out of my memory for a reason. Oh, Jesus. I don't think I've ever played Winter Tusk, actually. Hmm. Now I'm curious. I don't even remember what my wizard's level was. It was like... I think it was like 50s or 60s, so... I probably would have unlocked it. I probably just ignored it because I was like, ugh, another side... another side world. It probably has crappy EXP. So of course the one side world I ignore has the good XP. That makes sense. That tracks. With my luck, that tracks. Ooh. Yeah, this is starting to look good. I'm not rendering stuff out. Oh gosh. Stand up straight. God, okay. Oof. Winter Tusk is also one of the harder side worlds. Yeah, that would track if it's unlocked at 50 or 60. Hmm. What even is the max now? What was the max when I was playing? The max when I was playing was like, was it 70? That sounds kind of right, but I'm unsure. The last world I remember is the like tribal one. It's like it's got like zebras and stuff, and it's like very tribal aesthetic. That's the best way I can describe it. The level cap is 140. Are you serious? Holy shit. Jesus. That's fucking insane. That just goes to show how long this game has been going on. God, that must mean like, oh my god. Didn't the base game end at like 40 with like Malachar? Because I remember it was around there. Oh my god. 140, that's insane. I want to quickly compare and contrast this to the original I did. Alrighty. Oof. Cap was originally 50. Each new mainline world went up by 10. Interesting. So yeah, Jesus, they've added 90 levels. Oh, holy crap. Good lord. Oh, well, definitely behind because I know I am definitely not over 70. Oh, add the shines. We're done with this part. Maybe go a little less intense on the shines. Oof. Let's see, when I started playing, what had come out? I think Grizzleheim had just came out. I think that was it. So it was probably like a 60 level cap when I started. Yeah, so we probably started around the same time then. Oh. Nice. Fine layer. Okay. Now, to add the zipper. Where did the zipper go in the last one? It kind of went like this. Like so. Oh yeah, I mean, you end up killing Malakar. Spoilers, I guess, for Wizard 101, but yeah. I wouldn't be surprised to get getting really dark. Also, welcome, Lunar Knight. Welcome to our late night drawing stream, because late at night is the only time where everyone in my house is... I don't bother them because they're all asleep, so I can just stream and talk. Easy peasy. Ooh, oh yeah, splash arts take a long ass time, especially if you want them to look good. Uh, and I'm the smart guy who was like, yeah, I can redo some of these to make sure they're all at the same standard. Kicking myself in the butt for that decision. But I want everything to look as good as it can, so I would end up doing it anyways. It's just how I am. Let's see. Uh, there, then I can just... Oh, oops, that blurs everything together. Let's just use a brush. That's smarter. Big brain. Yeah. There we go. Now I just need to add the pocket. Oh yeah, the mint chocolate color. Mint chocolate aesthetic is good, especially for Molly being the Girl Scout. I think it's kind of a needed thing. Just because she was a Girl Scout, she had to get this kind of color palette. Ugh. There. Did the music just skip? Weird. Okay, just gonna ignore it.
It's cold outside. Maybe someday you'll realize it's cold outside. Maybe someday you'll realize.
Thin mint. god. Yeah, Thin Mint is definitely going to become a, a nickname at some point someone gives her. I will be damned if that never happens. Oh god. Ugh. Come on back. Not much longer. Nice. There's the pocket. Doesn't really follow the closed folds, but should be fine. Maybe if I like did that. That didn't really do much, but whatever. Alright, let's double check. Yeah, that'll be covered by the arm. Actually bring this back a bit now. I'm looking at it again. Oh god. Ugh. Yeah, voice acting. I've had a lot of anxiety with voice acting too, because I always want to try out for stuff just for practice, but then I'm always like, ooh, the anxiety. Oh yeah, learning to just like accept your voice as it is also really tricky because you have to edit the lines before you send them in. Ugh. Oh god, every fan you're a part of gets canned or is on hiatus. That's painful. I mean, I guess the thing I would say is just get in as many fangans as possible. That way, you get one that can break that curse, and once you do, it's gone. Deleted. Break the cycle. This quickly. This is the only other part of the bottom of the jacket that is in the arms that shows through, so we can quickly, ever so quickly, color this so it has something here. Eh. Yeah. Ugh. Oh my god. Rebirth voices. Funny you should mention that. Uh, I was an artist on that, and Ben, who was also in the chat, was the voice of Kazuomi. So yeah, that's actually where we met. Ooh, where I got started on Fangan work. Oh my gosh. Surprise. Got me back. Alright. 10 more minutes and then I'll call it. Made good progress today, which is nice. We got the whole, basically all the jacket done behind, besides the, what the fuck is it called? The arms. So we can work on that next time. I'm gonna try something. See if I can. Let's see if I can make something easy for myself. Let's see if I can put pro gamer move. Undo. Okay. Oh yeah, it's super interesting to see everyone, how everyone's grown. Like, oh god, looking back at my old stuff, it's like, from Rebirth is, oh, it's very cringy. Like, my CG stuff, or just like my painterly stuff, is leagues better than what it used to be. Like, my old painterly stuff wasn't even painterly, it was just kind of like, it was just like, kind of sort of blending my, normal normal style and just being like, look, it's painterly, even though it wasn't. Alright, how do I... Is there a way to fudge this? I don't think there is. What if I just do this? Oh yeah, a lot of work. As you can see, I've been here for 2.5 hours, and I am still on one splash art. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. The planning's the easy part. It's the nitty-gritty that gets you. But just persevere, and you can get it all done. Alright. This. Paste. Then just stretch. Whoop. 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 There. I might just... What if I do this, and do this, and then do that? That looks better. There. Oof. Alright. I think that... Oh, I think that might be a good place to stop for now. Let me readjust this, actually. this. Okay. Whew. Alright, just blend this together. Make it all look fancy fancy. Okay. There we go, folks. Coming along nicely. I think we made some good progress this time. And now the good old flick between the old and new that I love to do. Boop. Boop. Ooh, yes. Much, much better. That's good. Victory. Progress. It's always nice to see your art progressing in a good direction, because I can basically say, like, without a doubt, this version is better. I like this version like 100% more. What is that? Oh, it's on this layer. Be gone. Whew. All right. Yes, that's a good advice. Don't think about VAs until you need them. All right, but yeah, I guess I'm gonna end it off here because I'm getting tired, and we finished off a good chunk of the what is it? Jacket. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll probably do another stream next Friday as well. I'm probably gonna try to get into a habit of doing late night streams on Fridays. Probably gonna try to... I don't think we can finish Molly's Splash next week, but maybe the week after that we can. Or maybe I might have to get it done just for the just so that I can get the voice demo out early. So who knows? A drunk stream? I have work tomorrow, but if I'm still there... I'd have to be careful not to... I'd have to go afterward. Work. Drunk Katana Zero. That sounds painful. You die so much. But yeah, I do want to try to get all of Molly's splash art on stream, so maybe I might stream earlier than next Friday, just so I can get everything for the voice actor trailer out in a timely manner. But yeah, thanks for joining me, everybody. It's been a blast talking to you. Alright, well, guess I'll see you all later. See you for the next stream. Whenever that is. Goodbye. Sayonara.